And you don't know Jack's world, and that right there is what this is about. You're not upset because this isn't my world. You're upset because it isn't your world. This is a world that you don't know. You can't
You don't
control.
know it either, Carly. And this whole WSB is not a game. You're in over your head with a guy you barely know, and you almost died, and it's got to stop. You have to get out now.
But I am aware that the WSB is not a game.
I said you were naive. I don't think you're naive. I just think you're stubborn. I know you see all the red flags surrounding Jack. I know you do, but you're ignoring him because you're stubborn. Did you know the explosive device that hurt Michael is an intelligence weapon? Did you know that?
No.
A weapon only professionals like the WSB have access to.
Don't do that. If you're going to stand there and tell me that Jack had something to do with Michael's injuries, you better have proof, Jason.
Well, I'm not ruling it out.
This isn't fair. You're using Michael to try and get me to do what you want me to do.
I would never use Michael. I'm just trying to make you see what's at stake by having Brennan involved in your life.
Do you hear yourself? Talking to me about risks and what's at stake? How many times have I heard that about Sonny? How many times did Sam hear that about you? Kudos.
Sam out of this.
No, I am making a point because Sam loved you. And no one had the right to tell her that she couldn't be with you. That the risks were too high. That was Sam's choice, Sam's decision to make. And if I decide that I can't handle Jack's life, I will make that choice for myself. Have some faith in me.
I've always believed in you.
I know. And you've always wanted what's best for me. But you don't get to choose what that best is.
What's best is for you to be around for your kids, and right now you're risking all of it, and you're fighting me because you know I'm right.
Maybe you are. But if I'm wrong, I'm betting you're still gonna have my back. It's my life, Jason. And I know I've made some spectacularly bad decisions. But you've never quit on me. Don't start now.
Carly, just do what you want. You always do.
Wait, Jason.
No, you're right. You're right. I have been against Brennan from day one. For good reason, by the way, but you're right. This is your life. You get to choose. Stay involved with Brennan or don't. Your choice.
Why can't we just agree?
I disagree with you on that. There's one thing to keep in mind.
Okay.
By keeping Brennan in your life, you should worry about your kids and your family. But what you really need to worry about is what it will do to Brennan.
What up, y'all? This your boy Ace here, and welcome to Afternoons Delight. So, we had a pretty heated conversation between Jason and Carly, and we remember we left off on Friday where Jason basically told Carly it's over between you and Brennan. You don't need to see him again and all this other stuff. Like, Jason was very demanding on it, and Carly didn't like how Jason was basically treating her with this situation, telling her what to do. And her spin in the conversation that she had was that she didn't feel like Jason trusted her, and that Jason trusted her before, but it felt like he wasn't trusting of her this time. Jason was trying to explain that, even on Friday, no, on Thursday, Felicia actually told her that, look, this is a whole different situation than that mob thing you've been dealing with. Like, this WSB stuff, this is covert stuff, man. This stuff is kept secretive, bro. And you got people coming in with military grade weapons. That's what Jason was telling her. Like, it's different than what he goes through at the mall. So Carly tried to guilt trip Jason into thinking like you're just mad because it isn't dealing with your world, with the criminal world or whatever. But he was like, that's why our world is in a way safer than the world that Brennan's bringing to you right now. You got a lot of people that, like I said, that want Brennan dead, and they'll come after him full force, and you're going to end up being the one that's going to be the victim when they don't get to him. And just like in this situation with Valentine, basically poisoning her with the polonium poisoning. So he's trying to warn her, but Carly wants Jason not to give up on her and to trust her, riff Brennan, and let her be. So Look, we know how headstrong Carly is, and when it comes to Brennan, we know how that is. So my thoughts here is this though. I actually think Brennan is in love with Carly. I think maybe originally he was supposed to be setting up Carly, but I think he's actually really in love with Carly because remember Josh brought. I'm gonna talk about this in a Josh video too that I'm gonna do. That he probably wasn't supposed to get too attached to Carly, and he has. And it's gonna probably jay him a lot going forward and seeing how this is gonna go. But as I was telling y'all on Friday, I don't think their relationship is going to be able to be public no more because the loved ones don't want to see her with Brennan. You know, they know how dangerous his world is, and they don't want Carly to come down on that. So we'll see how it goes going forward. But it's definitely an interesting, like I said, going forward, the WSB stuff with Josh, it's a definite interesting storyline going forward, and seeing if Carly becomes a victim again at some point in the future. So we'll see how it goes, man. But we're going to touch up on this in the Josh video coming up. So be on the lookout for that one. But go ahead and give this video a like, share, subscribe. Thank y'all for watching this one. After news, the like.